So now we're going to move straight into our Flash 30 meeting. So as Jim Davis, the supervisor for production, I'm going to take part in a meeting with my manager, who's going to look at some of the issues and items that came out of the Flash 5 meeting. So the first thing you'll notice that it's familiar, it's a consistent environment, but again, it's been adapted to the new context of this particular type of meeting, what we need to cover today. So if we look at the action log for this particular Flash 30 meeting, you can see here how the action is cascaded over to this team meeting board, and the quality deviation is something that we're going to look at as part of this meeting. In this particular view, we have a more expansive view of different areas of operational effectiveness. Safety is one of them. So obviously we looked at our safety costs across. We had that incident that we need to look at. We can also drill into other sorts of information like injuries, in terms of the body map, days since the last accident. And I'd like to use this to show you a different sort of way of engaging people. And we talk about gamification as a common way to interact with employees. And so here's a great example of one of the games that you could set up to use within teams. In this particular case, we're looking at different methodologies for driving safety and whether they are low benefit, high benefit, low cost to high cost. And you can have multiple people in the team interacting simultaneously at this to drag the different things like social distancing, not gathering in groups, high benefit in those two, wearing protective gear, getting new protective gear might be a higher cost but high benefit. And so this is a great way of, again, adapting 3D Lean to help people engage in trying to solve problems in a way which is fun. Back to our problem in hand, if we come to the quality board that we want to look at, safety is there. Quality board, we can see again the non-conformance that we have in terms of quality. So we want to drill into that. Now, one of the things that we can do dynamically is bring in some additional rich content. So let's say we managed to take a picture of the item that was offending us. And so here's the blisk that we were indeed making. We can mark up this item to say, this is the area on the blisk where we're getting some non-conformance, getting scratches on the blisk. And because of this, it enables us to provide a bit more information and detail, but we can't solve it in the Flash 30 meeting. We need to bring in our quality team. So let's go ahead and create an action item and cascade this again. So let's put open problem with problem solving team. Might be a quality team or a specific engineering team that we want to alert of this, and so we want to assign that to the team. These are the other teams we have available as a problem solving team. Go ahead and do that, and of course we want to take a quick snapshot of that so they have the context that goes with it as well. Because we have this quality issue, obviously I think we're going to have to mark ourselves as perhaps not in the green anymore. We're going to have to change our sticker here, unfortunately, to a red till we get this fixed. So that's an action that we've set in motion. If we look at some of our other boards in terms of cost, everything looks fine there. In terms of our delivery, this is again where we're linking to perhaps manufacturing execution systems and scheduling systems, and perhaps from a scheduling point of view, because we're getting these quality issues at this specific area of production, maybe it's something we need to do some replanning for. So again, we can make a quick note of that and say that we need to review the production plan, create an action related to that. That's something we can assign to Jim to get done, and we'll be able to take that as an action item as well. We come back to other areas of the meeting that we want to cover. If we look at the people board, the people board is where we can look at some of the training and soft skills that have been done, or in this particular case, we've updated it for June, but it's now July, so this has not been done. So this is something we need to, again, create a small action for to make sure this gets done. So we need to update and review the skills matrix. Create that as an action. Maybe this one is particularly time sensitive, so we want to put a little sticker on it to show that and make sure we assign that to Jim so that it gets done as soon as possible. So finally, again, after going through all the details of the meeting, we want to look at our action log and see what we have captured. I'm going to clean that up a little bit, make it look a bit nicer. There we go. So the quality deviation we have looked at, we have done that. Jim is going to take the action to review the production plan and update and review the skills matrix. And then we have our problem open with the problem solving team. We're waiting for them to pick that up, and that will become the basis for our next meeting.